Hello everybody and welcome back to the FM23 Youth Academy Guiseley save, and I think it's fair to say this season is going a lot better than last season. Let's dive into the game. So yes, diving into the competition screen, and you can see that in the Sky Bet League 1 we are in third. We are 3 points off second with a game in hand, which is awesome. Wigan still sort of running away with it at the top of the league. We are 1 point ahead of Barnsley, but we've got a game in hand on them. We are 2 points ahead of Peterborough, but 2 games in hand on them. And 2 points ahead of Chesterfield with a game in hand in them as well. So it's all looking pretty good for Guiseley at the moment. Win our game in hand, our goal difference is superior to Charlton. We will go above them. Other good things to note, we have an away tie in the FA Cup third round against Premier League Watford. It is brilliant. We're going to be getting half of the gate receipts of that game. Watford have what is their stadium capacity? It's facilities I want, not general. 27,348. They'll get a decent sellout for that, I imagine, for the FA Cup. They are moving to a new Watford stadium, 36,935 capacity. At the end of the season. That's nice for them. Lovely stuff. But yes, going back to what we're doing, we are having a lovely time of it right now. Third position. It's all going Lundley. We are playing Shrewsbury in today's game. We'll get into that in a second. We're going to go and look at our youth intake preview to see what's happening with that one. And we've drawn, again, Man City under-21s in the knockouts of the Papa John's Trophy. So hopefully a bit of revenge with that one. Got knocked out of the Carabao Cup in the second round by Championship Bolton Wanderers, who are not doing too bad. Up into 9th in the Championship. So we're always expected to lose that one. But yes, it is going very nicely. It's all working. It's all working. We were last together it was a 1-1 draw. I can't remember who it was against. Was it Shrewsbury? Did we play Shrewsbury? I think we might have played Shrewsbury in the last episode. But yeah, we've played lots of games off camera as normal. Losing only 1 in this whole period to Charlton away from home, 3-2. A good number of wins, a few draws chucked in there. Big wins against Wrexham, 6-2, and Exeter, 5-3. And we're coming back to play Shrewsbury on the 28th of December, just before January opens up. We have a lot of players that have their contracts expiring. We're trying to negotiate with all of them. Shane Stitt is proving the hardest. He knows he is better than this Guiseley team and wants something like £2,000 a week. Which I'm not against giving him if we can make sure we've got it in the wage budget. But he was also one of our best performers, so we probably do need to get that sorted and get that done. We have some other news as well. Joe P has scored his first league goal for the club. 14 appearances, 1 goal, a 7.12. He is doing very well this season, or you are, I should say, Joe, doing very well this season. That is lovely, lovely stuff indeed to see him coming through. And that's not the only one, because if we look at Alphakoff here, is it Alphakoff? Did you score in the cup? I want to say you scored in the cup. You didn't score in the cup. You've scored in no competitive games for us. Another one of the Patreon scored. Who scored? Oh, it was Supreme Dave. You scored. Yeah, you've actually scored 3 goals this season. But you scored from the penalty spot to open your account for Guiseley in the league. 7 appearances, 3 goals, 2 assists, 2 player of the matches, 7.72. Supreme Dave, you are looking like you are going to be a very good player for Guiseley in the years to come. So we're looking good. We're in a good position in terms of players, the squad, the performances, the systems. It's all working well. And we have had... Well, we're tweaking the system more. We've got my notes. We've got what we know, how we want to play. At the moment, we're rocking this, which is a little bit different. It's sort of a 3-4-3 more than anything, because the anchor man doesn't push up. He hangs around in this position. The 2 centre-backs stay where they are. Wing-backs push on ever so slightly. The 2 central midfielders sort of stay as they are, and these 3 sort of push up like so to be a 4-3-3. And we're going to be starting in this shape today. Whether we end in this shape, I honestly don't know, because we're going to see how it plays against Shrewsbury, who are going to be in a 4-4-2 system. So it's basically, again, just crowding out those central midfielders and not letting balls get in behind. Apologies about that. I just punched my mic accidentally. But yes, we'll see how that goes. But the youth intake preview looks like this. Youth candidates, here we go. So, again, it's a little bit of a bug where it doesn't fit on the screen. We've got a new head of youth development. Jensen Weir is our new head of youth development. A perfectionist as personality. Got a decent worker with youngsters. Decent determination and level of discipline. But I'm hoping he's going to be good. I'm hoping he is going to be okay. Let's send him on a coaching course, see if the board will allow us to do that. But we have one centre-back that looks promising with an A rating. Top prospect in central midfield with an A rating. Wingers, 3 very handy winger prospects with an A rating. A forward who could be considered a fine prospect at A. Lacks a bit of quality in goal, and there isn't great depth of quality in full-back. No defence midfielders, no wide midfielders, no attacking midfielders, and no wing-backs, which is totally fine. And if we look at the numbers, I'll move my head. If we look at the numbers, we have 1 goalkeeper, 1 right back, 1 left back, 4 players that can play centre back, 1 player that can play in centre midfield, 2 in attacking midfield right, 3 in attacking midfield left, and 3 up front as a striker. And obviously it is a terrific group of players coming through and has the potential to be a real golden generation like it always does. So it's not looking too bad, as in players that are coming through in certain positions that we may well need. I think strikers and centre-backs are absolutely crucial in this match engine and this game with Football Manager this year. So, yeah, it's going to be very, very interesting. But let's dive into the game and go and play Shrewsbury and see if we can keep this run going. Now, Shrewsbury, they're 19th. They're not doing brilliant. We're in good form. This should end the curse on camera. It really should, and if it doesn't, I don't know why. We're going to be playing it in 2D as well, 2D with 3D replays, so that it's just nothing. As far as the PC is concerned, nothing has changed, right? Just because I'm playing it on camera, the only difference is I fired up OBS, 2 sections of OBS to record the camera and record the game, and that is it. There should not be a reason why this plays any differently to a normal game that I've been playing through this whole season, where we've been playing very, very well. So, with that out the way, let's get into this one then. So, we are going to start with, at the back, Malik Priestnall. He sort of dropped off a bit this year. I mean, well, he hasn't, has he? 7.03 when he's played. He can start then. Malik Priestnall's in. He just seems to make errors in every game, like reaching out for the ball and letting it slip past him and stuff like that. But we'll go with tried and trusted Priestnall and Johnson, although I'd argue Joe P is now up there as a starting centre-back. Wing-back on the right would be Kaminsky, but he's recovering from an injury at the moment. So I think we'll go with... We'll put Max Whittam up there at the moment. Can't do it brilliantly, but can do a decent enough job. It would be Lewis. We've just played a game 2 days ago, which is why everyone is unfit. It would be Lewis Salt sitting in this anchorman role, but we're going to give that to Steve Bonner today. He does like to try little passes like killer balls a bit often, so he could do a good job from the anchorman role. Left back or left wing back would normally be Stuart Faulkner, but again, he's still tired after the last game. So I think with this one, we'll go with Carlos Hurtley back there. It's not going to be too bad in that position. The ball-winning midfielder in midfield will actually be, it would be it would be Lewis Salt or Supreme Dave or someone like that. But I think this is where we're going to have to use maybe some tired legs in here. I think we'll put Eddie Healy there, Hanif Bertrand in as the playmaker, and then 2 shadow strikers for this game will be Shane Stitt and Jimmy Curran. In behind Cameron Thorpe up front, because All Press is a little bit tired. But we'll have Classy on the bench, we'll have All Press, we'll have Fearon. We'll go for Alphakoff, because you can fill in for Whittam on this side. Oh, Connor's fully fit. Connor in for Bertrand. Bertrand gets a little rest, he can go on the bench. And then 2 defenders, which will be Agnarsson and Morgan for a little bit of versatility. So it's a changed lineup. It's not the strongest that I would have liked to have picked for this game, but we will see how this goes, and we can always tweak it as it goes. And the other thing, we're playing in 2D, and I know not everybody likes it, but it does allow me to see it more tactically about what's happening. So, look, don't let our good form come to an end. We are in a fantastic position right now, and if this might well be our game in hand, we do sort of need to win it. So there you go. It's a 2-3-2-2-1, or as I like to call it, a 3-4-3. That's how it lines up when we're on the attack. So they're in the 4-4-2. So let's skip this stuff. Look at that. I've put it back in. Have I put it back into 2D? I have put it back into 3D for you. 2D, and we're going to go into extended, and we're going to make it a little bit quicker. But we need to go and do the opposition instructions for their 4-4-2. So let's go. We just put everyone onto personal instructions. So tightly mark, tackle hard, and put them onto their weaker foot. Close down trigger the press on the fullback, show them inside, so they try and give the ball to the central midfielders who are marked. Tightly mark the strikers, show them onto their weaker foot. Lovely. It could be a bit dangerous playing 2 at the back against 2 up front, but we will see how that goes, as it is Shrewsbury that get the game underway, and that is not a very good start for the away team, putting it out for an early throw-in to Guiseley. They have had, what was that, minimal XG. Stitt comes forward with it, out to Hurtley on the left, then through it goes to Curran. Curran back to Hurtley, into Connor. Curran, it's a penalty. It is a penalty. And I know that Priestnall is going to want to take this, so we need to check that he is our best penalty taker. 7. Composure 9. I sort of think we go with a very composed player. Do you know what, Connor? I'm going to give you the honour, mate. You've got composure 12. You're looking happy. I think having a positive player take the penalty could be the key. Connor. Yeah, bottom corner, Connor. Come on, great penalty. 6 minutes in, 1-0 up against Shrewsbury. That is superb, and what a view this is for the penalty. Keeper goes the right way, but a happy player scores penalties. He wasn't nervous, didn't look worried, happy, had good composure. I thought that's a good idea. Stitt put in a good tackle, then a bad tackle, and he's got sent off. He's literally won us a penalty, tackled someone, and then got sent off. Right, well, nothing really changes for the system. That's the only good thing about Shane Stitt or one of the shadow strikers getting sent off, is that nothing really changes, to be honest. We still keep going. Corner ball. Wills will take it for Shrewsbury. Headed back to Thompson. Back to Thompson again. Watson, Thompson. Good tackle from Bonner this time. Whittam does well. Bonner on it. Connor. Looks long to Thorpe. Not ideal. Powell. Ball through. Herbert. Oh, it's snuck past Lloyd. But he's offside. Good line. We'll put that down to a good line from the defence. Yeah, you can just see they have a few runners. It's only just offside, 15 minutes in. But, yeah, I'm also intrigued by our XG, that we had a penalty and it hasn't registered as our massive XG, which should be like 0.8 or something. Our XG is 0.7, but it's still not on this list. So, on this thing. But, right, another corner. We may have to drop our fullbacks. Our wing-backs into a full-back position here, just in case they're going to overload us a little bit. We could, because we've got a lead, so we could go a little bit more into sort of cautious and long balls. I don't like those long balls. We should not be playing those long balls. Please cut them out. They are awful. Wally Witt, it's through into Powell, and that's a good block on him, and that is what we need our defenders to do. I'm going to suggest the XG graph is a little bit broken because we've got 0.86, they've got 0.2, but they're technically ahead of us in the graph, which I don't quite understand. XG 0.08, it's like it hasn't registered our penalty, which is very surprising. Hurtley on the ball. Down the line to Curran. Good bit of running to go wide. Curran holds it up but gets tackled. Howard into Thompson. Good press. Watson has it. Looks through to Sutton. Sutton down the line to Herbert. Herbert is tackled well by Whittam. We are getting back into shape. That looked offside as well. It is offside. Our high line is doing a good job. Yeah, that one's miles off. That one looked off straight away. I think we're going to have to just change something up here. I'm just wondering, do we drop these guys back? I think let's go wing back on support, and we'll go cautious. And then I'm thinking, do we want to go longer with the ball to try and hit that advance forward? They're going to be pushing people up, right? We want to be hitting the ball into space. Don't counter press them either. Don't need to pull ourselves out of position. Let's try that until half time. 15 minutes to go. Let's give them some praise. We're 1-0 up with 10 men, so let's give them some praise. Right, Lissa into Watson. Back to Lissa. Watson. I just want to see what they're... Yes, they're 1, 2, 3, 4. They're chucking 5 people forward. We've got Priestnall and Johnson covering. I mean, as long as Whittam covers this run, they have got an overload on this side. Potential to go to a 4-4-1. I think that might be a bit too defensive. But Sutton, that's the overload. Hurtley put in a tackle. That one's not going to be offside, and that's the only worry I have when we go cautious. You can argue they've got a bit lucky there. It's a decent ball through from Sutton, but Hurtley actually covers that, puts in a tackle, and he would have been offside if their player had touched the ball, but No, obviously that doesn't... I don't get that sort of luck on camera. It's absolutely ridiculous. Right, Curran's going to come wide out here, and I think we're going to go inside forward on attack. We're going to push you up a little bit more on this side. I guess we'd take off the underlap because we don't want to be that attacking anymore, and drop our passing down a little bit. Why did Stith have to go and get sent off? It was such a positive start for Guiseley, and now it's all been Shrewsbury. Howard into Wills. Howard again. Whittam heads it away, but he's not got a winger in front of him. Lissa brings it forward into Herbert. It's deflected over the bar. Maybe we do have to drop the lines a little bit. Wills in. Lloyd with an easy catch. It's very tough going down. I find Football Manager this year going down to 10 men very difficult. Like, I'm proud of everyone's efforts. Keep going. How do we want to play this? How do we want to play this one? I feel like our players have to counter press, otherwise we just get so overwhelmed at the back. I mean, we could stick with something like this. Let's give them a little bit more freedom by taking dribble let off. Don't play for those set pieces. We don't have to at the moment. Let's lower the tempo. We're in an okay position at the moment. We are pressing. I'm wondering, do we drop a little bit? Do we just drop that line a little bit to try and give us a bit more defensive solidarity? I keep saying solidarity. Solidity is what I'm trying to say. Eddie Healy having a 6.4. That's not ideal as your ball winner, is it? All right, Bertrand, I know you're tired, mate, but you're going to come on. Yeah, you sort of need to be the playmaker. Connor, you're going to move over and you're going to become a Carrilero to shuttle across. That's what you're going to do. And Curran, you are going to be an outlet for us as well as a shadow striker. Right, we've got Thorpe pushing up on their last man as an advance forward. So he should really go and sit on the last man as Connor sprays it out to Whittam. Can't quite keep it in. But, yeah, I mean, Shrewsbury with the extra man, it's going to be tough. We're having a bit more momentum at the moment, but Priestnall with a long ball to absolutely no one. Howard comes forward with it down the side. Wally Willits into Thompson. Howard on it again. Ball in. Sutton heads it over the bar. Close. Lloyd. Priestnall. Out to Whittam. Whittam into Priestnall. Up it goes. Thorpe. Thompson wins the header. I don't understand how Shrewsbury are getting in behind us so much. I mean, I've got one thing I can potentially try and do. Go on, Thorpe. You need to sort of flick that onto yourself. That's the only issue we've got. Powell's in behind. What is it about playing live on camera? It's so frustrating. It's so frustrating. I mean, they're playing a 4-4-2. We have to try and stop their central midfielders getting on the ball. So we're going to go like this and just completely cross out the middle of the pitch. It's so frustrating, this. I think you do understand how frustrating it is, but it is so frustrating. Like, I can honestly tell you, this is one of the most frustrating things where we can play so well throughout the season, and as soon as it goes on camera, it just all goes to shit. Fearing on for Curran. I mean, which either way you look at it, we haven't created anything since we got that penalty, which is annoying. Bonner, Fearon, Priestnall. I don't know why Malik Priestnall keeps playing those long balls. We're not asking him to play those long balls. He's just doing that. Oh, Powell's in again. Good save from Lloyd, that one. But Priestnall, you're letting yourself down, mate. You're letting yourself down. Good header away at the near post by Allpress. Will's back in. Cleared away. Connor couldn't break, apparently. Whittam. Fearum. Away it goes. Powell is tackled well. Johnson up towards Allpress. Honestly, we've got play out of defence on. And we've got shorter passing. Fearon, good steal that. Fearon, ball into Allpress. He's all on his own. He shoots over the bar. I mean, that's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to go into tactics. Priestnall. Edit. Shorter passing. You're on shorter passing. So I don't know what your problem... I don't know what both centre-backs' problems are. Ball playing defender. Let's try that. Like getting to take a few more risks. Maybe that'll pass it into the feet of people in front of them rather than going long. Right, Carlos Hurtley's having a shocker. Peter Morgan comes on for him. Dominic Johnson off. Kristen Agnarsson, the patron, can come on. Well, that's all of our subs, isn't it? That's 5. So it's just not very good. It's not very good. We've had one shot on target and that was the penalty. I'm telling you, this game can be so frustrating. Positive, encourage, into the tactics. We're going for this. I don't care that we've only got 10 men. We're going for this. Wing back on attack. Wing back on attack. Yeah, keep closing those down. Advanced playmaker on attack. Right, let's throw caution to the wind and see what happens. See what happens. It's all Shrewsbury. As you would expect, they've got an extra man. But, okay, we're having a few more shots. Whittam. I mean, over the top, down the line. Again, not what I'm really asking. But Priestnall, stop kicking it long. Bertrand, corner. Connor. Whittam, Connor. Foul. That's a red card. Get him off. Get him off. He's their leading striker. Get him off. Moxie over the top into Powell. Powell picks it up. Right, it's 10 on 10. It's 10 on 10. Here we go. Close them down. Step up more. Really high line. Let's bloody go for this. Come on, chaps. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah. Let's go. All press. Whittam. Over the top looking for Fearon. Morgan will pick it up. The substitute. Morgan. In it goes. Fearon squares it. All press. Oh, he's laid it off to Whittam who shoots. All press couldn't get the shot off himself. Out to Morgan. On the left. Over the ball. That's a better ball over the top, although All press was offside. So as soon as it's 10 on 10, well, oh my God, they've hit the bar. I was going to say we're back in the game, but we are sort of. Hunt on the ball into Moxie. 4 minutes to go. 2-1 down. They go long with a kick. Bra picks it up into Watson. Back to Lissa. Hunt. Bertrand picks it up. He's robbed by Charalusus, whoever he is. Priestnall, Connor. Up to Whittam. Whittam's cross is blocked, but Connor picks it up. Into Priestnall, over the top. Fearon brings it down. All press! 2-2! Come on! Come on! Right. They can't handle it when it's 10 on 10. They cannot. Maybe we just need to play a really high line and go and press the ball all the bloody time. Maybe that's just what we need to do. Fearon squares it. All press is there. 2-2. We've got 2 minutes. Can we go and get the winning goal? Probably not. 5 minutes of added on time. We've got a corner. Connor. Swing this one in, lad. Swing it in. Priestnall. Oh, it was at the near post. He put it the wrong side of the post. It's been much better since we've been pressing them high up the pitch. Powell, Moxie, Lissa. Into Watson. Watson. It's probably going to be full time. And it is full time. It's another bloody draw on camera. Yeah, we're going to start pressing teams really high, I think. Look at that momentum after they got a man sent off and went and closed them down. Unbelievable. Point. Sympathise. Individual. Shane Stitt. Point your finger. Look. You can't get sent off. You can't get sent off in a game like that. Oh, please don't be our game in hand. Please say that other people drop points around us. Please, 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 please. Okay, we dropped to 4th. We've still got a game in hand on Charlton, but we're now 5 points behind them. 2 games in hand on Peterborough. Okay, it wasn't dreadful. It wasn't dreadful. It could have been worse. We could have lost. Yes, we've got Stitt banned for a couple of games. An ill-tempered affair. Lots of yellow cards were handed out there as well. Stitt banned for a match. Don't appeal. Confirm the wage. Confirm that. Oh, we've had interview offers from Crystal Palace, who are bottom of the Championship, and Huddersfield, who are near the bottom of the Championship as well, I think. But yes, there we go. A dramatic game. It was 2-2 in the end, and we've seen our youth intake preview. If you're enjoying the series, please do leave a like, subscribe if you're new. I needed to say that earlier on in the video, don't I? But anyway, thank you so much for watching. We'll catch you in the next one. We'll be back for youth intake day. And we'll find out how much money we get from Watford, which will be nice. Right, cheers for watching. Catch you in the next one. See ya.